just like that, you're set. It's time to play, and we hope you enjoy it. Madden NFL 17.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Redskins going up against the Rams. And we'll send you over to L.A. now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway here in... Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Backing up. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on third. Goff surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Partner, these L.A. Rams, as they come back out here for the next offensive series, they've now missed the playoffs 12 straight seasons. Of course, this last one, their first back in L.A. They were 3-1, so much hope, but then they lost all but one down the stretch.
Hard to believe with a defense that good, but just tells you about the premium that's placed on the offensive side of the ball, especially at the quarterback position. They just didn't have the stability. Even though they drafted Jared Goff, #1 in 2016, they'll have to ascend to that number. Be that guy for them in the next season in order for the Rams to finally break that playoff drought.
And now they've got some city neighbors in the Chargers of L.A.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here we go now.
A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. Deep drop. From left side, it's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. and most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Third and long for Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup.
I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the year Todd Gurley had with the Los Angeles Rams. I thought he was a lock for 1,000 yards. Didn't approach it and never got over 100 yards in a single game all season.
Yeah, and his rookie year, we know what he did. He was averaging 4.8 yards a carry as a rookie, 3.2 this year. How much of it was up front on the O-line?
There was plenty of that, but he also has to increase his vision, and I think he may add a little bit more weight back on in order to break a few more tackles.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got some space here. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Give him 7 on the play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
All right, here we go.
Here's Goff now on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, 25 yards to the house, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He's going to try and go deep again. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to let it go again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Kendrick Golston in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And tough starting field position here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Let's go!
Second down, Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Third and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Green 3.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season? Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
A 50-50 ball.
You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon fangs spitting in my cup all night long. Will your tongue at my throne of power? Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my head. Oh, no. I'll take a... I bet you thought that I would lose my mind. Oh, no.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Romo's Cowboys going up against Bradford's Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
3rd and 4.
Set. Right 20. Right 20.
Romo. Backing up. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 4th and 4.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Bradford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Play fake to Matthews. Now Bradford on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. Third down here. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Bradford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking there for Ruben Randall, and it's 4th down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Aguilar has it, and he's brought down after a good game. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
When you see a receiver running a curl route, as a defender, you take your eyes and direct them towards that body, and you try and drive upfield on him. But if you're not careful, he'll make that little fake and then go past you, and that's exactly what he did on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll throw again. Bradford. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Bradford again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Connor Barwin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Third and long here. It's Romo. He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Out of his end zone, Bradford. On the grab, it's Ruben Randall. Still on his feet. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on catch and run. 83 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. Bradford now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bradford. It's caught by Aguilar. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Bradford. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Third and goal, Bradford. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Matthews from 3 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Romo on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. Now fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. First and goal from the 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Romo now to throw. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. Now Romo on third and goal. He's got time. All kinds of time. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Bailey able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Sam Bradford heading back out as he and his offense get ready to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Bradford going deep here for Math. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. He's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now Dunbar. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Sproles. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Final play of the half. Bradford, deep drop. He's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report.
All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Here's Huff to return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
To throw, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would...
Terrence Williams, touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 73 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
They'll again try for 2, this time from the 7. Romo gonna throw for it. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty. And they convert. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go to Elliott again. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. 8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Lance Dunbar is running back the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. At 4 takeaways now. Last one, the interception on that previous drive.
Okay, work with me on this one because I think we've got to do the highlight video at the end of the season. Can you imagine?
He's got him in, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Bradford to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it. Bradford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Third down now following the run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Beasley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Romo finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Bradford heading back out as he and his offense get ready to go again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play fake to Sproles. Bradford serving. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 2nd and 10. Romo once more. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bradford. He hits Randall, complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one
MOG
guy's
American
fault.
football.
Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's going to go as a loss of a
MOG
yard,
star.
and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
MOG Eagle.
Let's play a quick challenge with your Ultimate Team. Now, this challenge will give you another new player. You'll quickly unlock longer challenges and the ability to...
It seems that they are plotting out all about destruction with the things that they had made around their own construction.
Let's play a quick challenge with your Ultimate...